Hello everyone, welcome to the course of Methodology of Foreign Language Teaching. Today we have lecture number 1, Methodology of Foreign Language Education. What is methodology of foreign language teaching? The methodology of teaching foreign languages is a system of knowledge about the laws of the process of teaching a foreign language and about ways of influencing this process in order to optimize it. What is a methodology of teaching a FL? There are 3 methods used in foreign language teaching. The first is familiarization, where you familiarize and get acquainted. Practice, when you have your practice, and use application. These 3 terms have been used under different names in methodological research. According to American applied linguist Bloomfield, approach is a set of correlative assumptions dealing with the nature of language, teaching and learning. An approach is axiomatic. It describes the nature of the subject matter to be taught. Method is an overall plan for the orderly presentation of language material, no parts of which contradict and all of which is based upon the selected approach. A method is procedural. Within the approach, there can be many methods. Methods are closely connected with the psychology, linguistics, physiology, and pedagogics. One of the branches of pedagogics is called didactics, which studies general ways of teaching in schools. In methods, general principles of didactics are applied and in their turn influence and enrich didactics. For example, principle of visual perception. Physiology in foreign language teaching, the teacher develops in his pupil definite habits and skills. Habit is a result of often repeated actions. The pupils can acquire habit by constant steady drill. Skill is ability to do something well. In language learning, the teacher develops 4 skills. They are listening skill, speaking skill, writing skill, and reading skill. The teacher should know the physiology of the higher nervous system. For example, Pavlov's theory of conditioned reflex explains and confirms the necessity for frequent repetition and revision of material as one of the means of fixing habits. Pavlov showed that man's higher nervous activities, speaking and thinking, are the functions of a special system of organic structure within the nervous system. It enables the brain to respond to inner stimulus as it responds to outer stimulus or signals perceived through the sense organs consequently. One of the forms of human behavior is language behavior, or by speech a human respond to different communication situations. Therefore, in teaching a foreign language, we must remember that pupils should acquire the language as a behavior, as something that helps people to communicate with each other in various situations. Method as a science has definite ways of investigating the problem. They are critical study and analysis, comparative or contrastive, of the ways languages are taught in our country and abroad. The second is a study and generalization of the best teaching experience in different types of schools. And the third one is experimenting. There are 3 aims of foreign language teaching. The first is practical aim. The pupils should acquire a language as the means of communication. They should be able to hear, speak, read, write in a foreign language. The school syllabus emphasizes reading and speaking as the chief practical aims of language teaching. Pupils should be able to carry on a conversation in a target language, to read the text with a complete comprehension. The second is educational aim. By learning a language, pupils extend their knowledge of phonics, graphics, structural, and semantic aspects of the language through contrastive analysis of language phenomena. They understand how the language functions. Pupils develop their memory, imagination, and willpower. The third aim is cultural aim. Pupils get acquainted with the life, customs, and traditions of the people through reading different texts, books, listening to audio cassettes, viewing tapes, and other visual materials. The content of foreign language teaching involves 3 main components: a psychological component or habit and skills which ensure the use of the target language as a means of communication. They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. Linguistic component, it includes language material, sentence patterns, utterance patterns, pattern dialogues, texts, and linguistic material, phonology, grammar, vocabulary, which should be assimilated to be used in a language skills. Methodological component, pupils should taught how to learn a foreign language. For example, how to memorize words and keep them in memory, how to perform drill, creative exercises. The content of teaching in our schools is laid down in the syllabus and realized in teaching materials and in teacher's speech. So this is the end of the first lecture. Thank you for your attention.